You'd be tempted to bat first on this pitch, but with this bowling attack, well, it's not a bad idea to get them at the opposition early and see what problems they can cause. Sharma, the left-hander opening today, has a lovely technique and looks to settle into his work early on. Inglis will be at the non-striker's end first up. First ball of the match.
Out. Get at least one.
Good return back from the deep. I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Head over the ball, great shot, racing away.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Might look to go big again here.
Nicely played. Runs one. Edged. Just glanced off the pads. No stopping that one.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Massive edge. Misses everyone, and that's racing away.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Captain going with some pace. Infielder onto that one in a flash. Well bowled. Lured a rash shot.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Too much room. Got what it deserved.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook. How will he reply?
And taken. Nice catch. Clean pair of hands, and that's the end of the battle.
The left-hander, the new batter in the middle, just about ready to go. He's got their tail up.
Lovely sound off the bat, straight to the fielder though. Kishan wants a fair piece of this bowler, drives it through the air for more.
Strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Bolt, the pace bowler coming into the attack. Good shot, but finds the fielder. That's a solid shot. Power and precision in that one.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end. How will the bowler respond?
Played that well, but straight to the fielder. Would have wanted more for that shot. played and missed.
Bolts with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
That's a monster hit, going all the way for a maximum.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Stepped across through the leg side. They can run to if they want.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Great shot. Just waited on the ball and placed it into the gap.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary. Needs a dot ball.
And out. Oh no, it hasn't been taken. He's dropped a bit of a soda there. Great shot. Pulled straight to backward square leg though. Great shot. Just square it backward point. That might make it.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Flicked off the pads to deep square, one on offer. Kishan with a lovely shot, finds the gap.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Nicely played, runs one. Fielder collects that one, no problem. Oh, and that's hit the batter. Good heat on that ball. Might try the Yorker next. Nice shot, straight to the bowler, no run. Archer coming back into the attack. Right out of the middle. Archer with a huge appeal, almost pleading with the umpire. Went for the drive but missed. Great delivery. Beat the outside edge.
The loose full one goes unpunished.
Inglis hits that up beautifully, over the top, and away it goes for a maximum.
This batter is brilliant off the back foot, transfers their weight back and pulls it away for a maximum. 6th lost ball, how will the bowler reply?
Cracked away, lovely sound off the bat.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
And again, 3 in a row. Brutal power on display here.
That's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Beats the outside edge.
On the drive. The bowling's too good though. Great line and length. Beats the edge.
Strays onto leg and glanced it sweetly. Might just get to the boundary rope.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
That was a nick. Missed chance. Could be 4. Ripper of the catch by the fielder. Well held.
Clarkson, the new man in the middle. They want to get feet moving, get behind the line of the ball nice and early and really get stuck into his innings.
Straight to the fielder. Safe pair of hands. Great shot. At least one on offer. Big edge.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Great stop. That one was travelling. Power and precision in that one.
We can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be 4.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
deposited into the crowd.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Well played. Could be a quick single. Kishan gets all of that, pierces the infield and races to the boundary for 4. Crowd love that one. That's gone straight to the fielder. Didn't time that right, struck on the body, ouch!
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads though, not the bats.
Can't get it through, straight to the fielder. The new bowler coming into the attack will be looking for the avenue of apprehension. Flicked off the pads to deep square, 1 on offer. Oh, that's been exploited. Head still, struck hard, high and long, 6.
Well, that's just timed brilliantly. Moves closer to 50. Going to need something special to get the wicket.
Nicely played. Runs 1. Went for the drive, but no connection.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Couldn't beat the field. Nicely gathered. Clarkson with a lovely shot. Finds the gap.
That was a solid shot. Really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter. And a great shot off the back foot.
Captain going the spin and taking some pace off the ball. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Floated that one up, hit well, but couldn't beat the field.
Oh boy, That's a maximum. I want to know how far that has gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Yep. Well played. Could be a quick single.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Massive outside edge. Das in the field with the ball. Beautiful bowling.
The right-hander, new batter out in the middle, and ready to face up. He's got their tail up.
Early on, that could be four.
Birds on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Peach of a ball, nearly caught the edge.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Too much room, got what it deserved.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook. How will he reply?
Played and missed. Swept away, but straight to the fielder. Hardick back into the attack.
Coming into the attack.
Yep. Nicely played. Runs one. Nice shot. Runs possible. Shreyas fields that one. Nicely played shot too. Yep. Timed. Through the vacant point position. Racing to the boundary.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Flick of the wrists off the front foot. Away it goes. Might be four. Fielder out deep. Has to work hard.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Played that well, but straight to the fielder. Would have wanted more for that shot.
End of the 13th over. Free State are now 141 for 3.
Great shot, at least one on offer. Well bowled, lured a rash shot.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Nicked it. Fielder gathers that one up. Driven through extra cover, one on offer.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
That's a monster hit, going all the way for a maximum.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Well played, could be a quick single.
The loose full one goes unpunished.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Good catch by the fielder, and that's the end of the batter's innings.
The left-hander, middle order batter at the crease, will be watchful early on. First ball for the batter, coming in.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Nice and easy there to get off the mark.
Nicely played. Runs one. Nicely collected by the fielder. Goes big, smoked it off the bat, maximum.
But that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
Huge edge.
No shot offered. Through to the keeper.
Nice shot, just flicked it off the pads.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Absolutely middled that. Nice looking shot, but found the fielder. They get through for the single, good running.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again. I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Oh, that's been exploited. Head still, struck hard, high and long, 6.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Outside edge, safe, another boundary. Bowler in disbelief. Nice shot. Doesn't beat the infield. Nicely gathered. Great shot, at least one on offer. Well played, could be a quick single. Cover drive through cover point, 1 run. No point chasing that one. It's racing to the boundary.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Jar back on for another spell.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball. On the drive, the bowling's too good though, great line and length, beats the edge.
Slapped away through cover point, give it a bit of width and punish it.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Nicely played. Runs 1. Smart collect, got across quickly to cut it off. That's a lot of bat on ball, exactly what the crowd paid to see.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
Edged it. No one there. Could be 4.
They didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary. Needs a dot ball.
Coley does well on the boundary, saving valuable runs. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Infielder onto that one in a flash.
The score is now 209 for 4.
Last over of the innings, could see some fireworks from the batters. Puts the heat on the bowler, drilled away, flying for a maximum.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. Might look to go big again here. Left the wide delivery alone.
They'll get at least one.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. And taken. Good catch. And that's the end of the batter.
Right-hander in the middle, ready to face their first ball. He's got their tail up.
Great stop. That one was travelling.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Free hit coming up. He'll be looking to smash this for a maximum. Whacks the free hit away. Fielder might be near the drop of the ball though.
And another no ball. Seems to have forgotten where the crease is.
Free hit. Bowler will be aiming for the batter's toes to minimise any chance of a full swing and boundary. Power and precision in that one.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. How will he reply?
Flick of the wrists off the front foot. Away it goes. Might be 4. Fielder out deep. Has to work hard.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
It's a respectable total. If the bowlers fire early and get wickets, it could be a tricky chase.
Hendricks, the left-handed batter, taking guard. Will want a solid start. Here we go. First ball.
Driven through cover, just the single.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Edged it. Played and missed.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Into the gap. Lovely compact cover drive. Batter will get 2 runs.
Good return back from the deep. That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Off the bat and should get some runs. Kuma ends what has been a tidy over, just needed to top it off with a wicket.
End of the first, not many runs off it. Good start by the bowlers.
Change of bowling, the right armour is coming into the attack.
Saw that early, no one's catching it, great shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. How will the bowler respond?
Nicely played, runs 1. Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
Got it away for 4, back of point very nicely. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Found the fielder with that shot. Nice shot, just flicked it off the pads.
You can't fault the bowling, sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Oh wow, that's a biggie, huge, all the way for 6. It's gone many rows back.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Well bowled, lured a rash shot. Great shot, rode the bounce and cuts through point. Nicely done.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Gone aerial with that shot. It's gone hot.
That's a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Well played, could be a quick single. Head over the ball, great shot, racing away.
Those on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
Well, that over was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
Well, after the first innings and the first 3 overs here, it is painfully obvious that this is a darn good pitch to bat on. I reckon you'd even do well here tonight, Athers.
They'll get at least one. Free State with a massive shout. Perfect. Right out of the middle and it bludgeons to the boundary.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Nice shot. Runs possible. The bowler looks really confident. Big appeal. Played that well, but straight to the fielder. Would have wanted more for that shot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Shot. Had to generate some pace off the spinner. Fine late cut for 4.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Mistimed that shot and it's hit them. Batter shaking it off though. knocks that away through the gap. Good bit of batting.
Let it come to them, got enough bat on it to send it down to the deep third boundary. That was a mighty swing, but the shot was so late, very nearly took an edge to the keeper. No control on that whatsoever.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Another great over for the batters. They've worked all parts of the ground wonderfully. The required run rate is in check as a result.
Great shot, rode the bounce and cuts through point.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot. A lovely delivery, got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Went for the drive but missed.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Flicked off the pads to deep square, one on offer. Oh my, that's racing away.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Too much room, got what it deserved.
Lost all rhythm in their run-up, giving away extra runs and opportunities to score. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Massive outside edge. Clarkson gathers that comfortably. That has a flight number attached to it. It's gone a long, long way.
That was a really well-timed shot off the bat, but saw it early and it was dispatched with ease.
Berger will be happy that's finally over. Truly dreadful bowling and time for some fielding in the deep, I think.
6 gone, and we saw a masterclass in how to handle a power play, but also in a chase. They played with aggression, not just with power, but with their intent on running between the wickets as well.
Nicely played. Runs 1.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Great ball. Drew the drive and beat the outside edge. Great delivery. Beat the outside edge.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Edged.
At the moment, they've got a chance in these next few overs to shift momentum if these two stay in and keep up this shot making.
Edged it. No one there. Could be four.
Might look to go big again here.
Coley with a lovely shot, but he finds the fielder who collects that one no problem. Too full, should get what it deserved.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Good shot, a beauty.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Needs a dot ball.
Well played, could be a quick single.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Flick of the wrists off the front foot, away it goes, might be four, fielder out deep, has to work hard.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. How will he reply?
Doesn't beat the infield, nicely gathered.
Didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Played and missed. the drive, but no connection. Too much room, got what it deserved. Berger with a regulation catch, made it look easy.
Buckler, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Butler advances and throws the bat at it with absolute disdain. Cut away for 4.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end. That was a mighty swing, but the shot was so late, very nearly took an edge to the keeper. No control on that whatsoever.
Infielder onto that one in a flash.
The batting team are now 103 for 1.
Sharma, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Into the attack.
That is massive, enormous, gigantic. The crowd are loving it.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Front foot punch down the ground, mid on in pursuit. Lovely footwork there.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Whack! Hit the bones out of that one. Deposited into the crowd.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Goes big. Smoked it off the bat. Maximum.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. How will the bowler respond?
Nicely played. Runs 1.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Two straight and punched through the leg side. That was just a poor over. Gave away far too many runs. If this continues, there's only one way this is going.
Batting positively at the moment with a slender lead over the required run rate and really trying to push on with it.
Lovely shot. Rocks back and puts it away.
Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely.
Well bowled. Louis a rash shot. early on. That could be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Well played. Could be a quick single. And that's hit them. That'll leave a nice bruise. Beats the outside edge.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be. Just threw the shots too early.
That sounded good. Really good. That's at maximum. Gone deep into the crowd.
All the way, got it right out of the middle. 6th off ball. How will the bowler reply?
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Nicely played. Timed it well and finds the gap in the field.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Too much room, got what it deserved. Really playing all the shots that over, really expensive.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Sharma back into bowl, been bowling well so far. Front foot punch down the ground, mid on in pursuit, lovely footwork there.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
And gone. What a catch by the keeper. Plucked that one out of the air and he's taken a ripper.
The new man taking guard in the middle. They want to get things going after getting their eye in. He's got their tail up.
Taking the aerial route, but it should fall wide of any fielders.
That's a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Nicely played. Runs 1. With a safe pair of hits and takes the catch.
Das looks calm in the middle, ready to face his first ball. Once in, can certainly play some lovely shots around the ground.
Reverse sweep, nicely played, single taken. That over improves the economy rate a bit. They needed that. It was starting to get somewhat messy.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captains tried everything, but nothing's worked.
Big edge. Cracked away. Lovely sound. And it finds the gap.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Well played. Could be a quick single. Great shot, at least one on offer. Cover drive through cover point, 1 run. Mistimed that shot, and it's hit them. Batter shaking it off though.
They've hung in there. The required rate hasn't gone too far ahead of 12 and over. If they keep their head, the final few overs, they'll have a real shot of winning the match.
Great delivery, beat the outside edge.
Sharma with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Clarkson collects. Nice shot from the batter. Oh my, that's racing away.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one. Might look to go big again here.
Good shot, a beauty.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Edge, keeper can't take it. Not sure anyone will cut that off.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4. They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Shreyas drills that one away. That's 4 more to the tally.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Went for the drive but missed.
The loose full one goes unpunished.
Top quality bowling, close to the off stump.
Great movement on that delivery, just enough to keep them interested. It just missed the stumps on the way through.
That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose pitches, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
Beautifully timed shot, should get a few runs.
Got the boundary last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
End of the 7th
A little late on that. No runs scored.
95. Change of bowling now. The right armour that's coming into the attack.
Oh, what a strike. Over it goes. One for the crowd to catch.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary. How will he reply?
Clarkson with the catch, and that's out.
New batsman at the crease, the right-hander, and he's very capable with the bat.
Too much room, got what it deserved. And again, see you later. 2 wickets on the trot.
The right-hander, new man to the crease.
Norris taking guard for the hat-trick ball. Here we go. That's gone for 6. A huge one. Power on full display.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Played and missed.
Norris with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Great shot, not going to beat the fielder.
They've maintained the intensity all innings and kept ahead of the run rate. It's been a wonderful chase by this team. A lovely delivery, got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed. Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
Cover drive through cover point, 1 run. Peach of a ball, nearly caught the edge.
That was a slower delivery. Played too early and straight through to the keeper.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. And caught right hard by the fielder, and that's the end of the battle.
Archer, the new man in the middle. He wants to get the feet moving, get behind the line of the ball nice and early, and really get stuck into his innings. First ball for the batter, coming in.
How about that? Drilled away, soars into the stands for a maximum.
Hit that so hard, pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Cuba has really kept the pressure on in this over, just needs to maintain the momentum going forward.
They attacked all areas of the ground, 4s, 6s, and there was strong running as well.
Teeny will bowl the final over of the match.
They really need a boundary, this ball.
Off the bat and should get some runs.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field. Have to go for it now.
Infielder onto that one in a flash. Heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, that was a slower ball that didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Scores level. Only a batting meltdown stops victory now. Well bowled. Lured a rash shot.
A little late on that. No runs scored. They need one to win.
Great shot. Rode the bounce and cuts through point. Nicely done.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
That's all from the commentary box. Amazing match. Hope to see you soon.